So today we are going to go on a very, very special journey. One we're going to take with my daughter, Kaitlyn. This is a very, very special video that I'm going to be making today. It's going to be my daughter Kaitlyn's transplant journey from the time we got to Durham until the time she came home. And the things that she went through, I made some videos and I'm going to share them with you and let you see what a remarkable, remarkable young woman she is. So, let's get into it. This first video was when we first got there. Notice how she's breathing, how out of breath she was. This is how sick she was. And this picture that I'm including is how she looked when we first got there. This one is her starting her pulmonary rehab. She's wearing oxygen. And this photo is her graduating her transplant pulmonary rehab. And this video is her getting her call from her coordinator telling her that she is now officially listed for transplant.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, Kaitlyn has some news to report to everyone.
I'm officially listed
For
to get a lung transplant.
the following one is her when she got the call to go to the hospital because there was a set of lungs for her. This was the night that she got the official call. Hey everybody, just thought Kaitlyn might want to say a few words to you.
I love you guys.
The following video is her brother Dalton sitting on the bed with her, waiting for them to for her to get the call to tell her that the lungs were okay, and he's trying to keep her entertained and keeping the stress that little bit.
Oh. He's like, the whole time he's doing like this or that. Oh. The whole time they're just like, it's the worst video in here. It's funny though, you know? You've been hit by, you've been struck by truck. Truck.
What?
Truck.
What are you doing?
Truck. I showed you the other day.
What did you show
She's
me?
helpless.
What did you show me?
Nothing. Can't do anything with you. I think Mom's trying to...
Put my video on hold.
Just for me.
I don't know what I'm supposed to say.
What? How you feel, Kaitlyn?
Excited?
Before she went into surgery, she wanted me to make a video so she could see it when she woke up. So this is us waiting in the waiting room for her to get through her surgery. She started her surgery at like 6 a.m. and she was done by noon.
I'm good.
Kaitlyn said make videos and make pictures.
Tiger.
Man, wake up. Okay, doo-doo.
Old JoJo's over there like, hey man, y'all need anything? You're in Tennessee, first of all.
This next picture is when I first got to see her. I couldn't hug her. All I could do was touch her on the hand, and that's what I'm doing. Crying, holding her hand. These next couple of clips are my absolute prized possessions. I hope I'll never lose these. This is when she first woke up and I got to speak to her. And listen closely to what she says, and you'll know what this child went through.
Feels so good.
Yes.
Wow.
I can breathe. And there's nothing stopping it besides the pain.
No stopping you now, is it, Kaitlyn?
My throat hurts so bad.
These next two clips is at 5 o'clock the next morning. They extubated her by 7 o'clock at night. She was off the vent. She was off of everything. She's on oxygen, but she was doing fine. They got her up at 5 a.m. the next morning. She was in step-down unit by 10, I think by 10 o'clock the next day. She was only in ICU overnight. In surgery at 6 a.m., out at 12 p.m., awake and extubated at 7 p.m., up and walking by 5 a.m. the next day, and into step-down by 10 a.m. Watch this. She's up walking. They had to get her up walking.
With her. We're almost off of it.
Is she really?
She's around 3:30, somewhere there. Probably.
Yeah, I think the people here.
How you feeling?
Okay, so the tricky thing is going to be using more legs, no arms, okay? So we're going to rock on three. So we're going to go 1, 2, and on 3. You're going to push nice and strong with these legs, okay? And stand up and normal bracing and little press. All right, let's go 1, 2, 3. Nice and tall with those legs. Beautiful. Like a rock star.
You feeling okay? Yeah. All right. Good.
So good. Now, get her face mask. So she goes out there. These are going to be walking by windows, who or what out there. So, alrighty. How you feel? Ready to walk? Alrighty. So if you get lightheaded or dizzy, you let us know. There's a little seat built in here that you can slip down. You okay, Mom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The eyebrows didn't say okay. So.
No. I kind of just this and,
Oh.
you know.
I'm just going to cut this off.
All right. You're almost peeled off one of that thing that's in your nose.
She had to be able to, I think it was make 20 laps around the floor of the hospital before they would release her. So this is on one of her laps, this next picture. This next video is why we should never, ever take a breath for granted, because we don't know what it's like to not be able to breathe until you're faced with someone who doesn't know what it's like to be able to breathe freely.
Feels good. Feels good.
Breathe. This next one is her first drink of Baja Blast. She is a major, major fan of Baja Blast. So we got her some, her friend or someone brought her some, and this was her first time getting to drink it. Watch how appreciative she is. Hey, Kaitlyn, what are you drinking?
Baja Blast.
And?
It's so good.
Is it pure enjoyment? Let me see. She finally got to go outside and breathe in some fresh air. So this is she and I out in the patio enjoying fresh air.
You can breathe.
I am.
And this was some of the amazing crew that took care of her while we were there on the floor for we were only there for 2 weeks. This next photo is of the transplant surgeon who did her transplant. Awesome, awesome guy. He's no longer at Duke. He's at the Mayo Clinic now, but his name is Dr. John Haney. This next photo happens to be her pulmonologist at Duke, and we love him. He is awesome. His name is Dr. Matthew Kaitlyn. Don't know why I recorded this one in slow-mo at first, but when she comes through the doors, it comes to regular speed. But this is her walking out of the hospital on her own 2 feet as she's discharged. next video is when we got back to the house that we were staying in, which, by the way, a church generously donated to us, and we didn't have to pay any rent or anything, even brought us gift cards for food. But this was our first excursion out walking. Notice the difference in how she's breathing on this walk as opposed to how she was breathing on the very first one.
Why are you filming me?
It's Kaitlyn's first excursion out of the hospital.
What am I listening for?
This next video is her post-transplant rehab. That I think this is the day that she actually graduated. Okay, get ready for this one. As some of you guys know, Southern Frugal Mama, Brooke, happens to be my niece, Kaitlyn's sister, and we all went to Myrtle Beach before we came home from Durham, and we had Kaitlyn to run, and Kaitlyn had never been able to run before, ever, unless she was a small child. And watch this. We almost shouted.
Oh my God! She's running! Woohoo! She's still going! What the heck? Oh my God!
In case you couldn't tell, Brooke's boys was running right along with her, so was Dusty, a budget survivalist. But in this next video, watch her as she blows up a floaty. She couldn't have done this before.
I do know Fred, and that's why I know he's doing nothing important. I'm bringing my floaty balls and move this stuff, but you can take off. You can show. I can help with your show. That's okay. Always got me covered. Oh, let's go for the team. I'm good with the camera.
It's funny how you had to explain her how to teach it, but she couldn't even do it. She didn't even know how to teach it.
Wait for him. Smell like the ice stuff.
You can't do that?
Couldn't do it that long.
Nice.
Listen how much she's doing now.
I know.
Fine. Just stay behind the camera. And to be clear, Fred's your friend.
Tell that to the doctor.
Excuse me, Brandon.
These next two, this clip and this photo, is when she graduated her post-lung transplant rehab, and she was cleared to come back home after only 4.5 months.
Yeah. And then last is Kaitlyn. Congratulations. Good job on all your hard work. I'm going to keep these to the side, but these are for you guys as well. I don't want you to carry them around.
Okay, these next two photos are when Kaitlyn, the first one is when she came back home and she had to go back to Duke for her follow-up appointment. And then the one after that is her getting to buy her dream car that she told me. She said, Mom, I'm going to reward myself. I've been through a lot, so this is my reward. I think I'm due it. So look at her car. These next two photos are when she graduated from college as a surge tech and her work in her job. She's come a long way from being a patient to actually working in a hospital now. This last photo was taken on her 5-year lung anniversary with her fella, Stephen. He goes with her to her appointments. He's been the best for her. They are such a lovely couple, and I'm so proud of both of them. We love Stephen. So this is her and him as we celebrated her 5-year anniversary. So that's it. That was her transplant journey. She went through the ringer. She's one tough lady. She's my hero. Forever and a day, she will be my hero. We struggled. She struggled, and we struggled. It's a struggle to watch your child suffer and struggle the way she did. It's really hard. But she came out with a beautiful set of lungs. She's doing great. She's over 5 years post-transplant now, with the love of her life, living her life, out doing things she never could have done before, working a job. She finished school. She's just awesome. And I have to give thanks to a wonderful family, wonderful friends, people that came to see us while we were there. My husband, who had to stay here and provide an income and insurance for her so she could get the transplant. I really, really appreciate that, and we love him dearly for that. Medical team, awesome medical team. They were great. But I have to say this. There's 3 that I have to say. One of them is a donor, her donor. He was a guy. We don't know much about him. We know he was a little bit older than her. And he so selflessly donated his organs. And my daughter's here today because of it. So I just want to give a big, big thank you to him and to his family. I know that had to be hard. And we're so appreciative of it. You know, he didn't die so she can live, but because he died, she got to live. But most of all, I got to say thank you to God, because without God's mercy and grace, we wouldn't be here. He allowed everything. It was like it so perfectly fell into place. We couldn't have asked for it to have gone any better than what it did. You know, we got there in January. She was listed in March. She got her transplants the 3rd week of March. We were home by the end of May. 4.5 months. We were just gone for 4.5 months. We had to relocate. We had to live in Durham. My son, myself, and Kaitlyn did, because she had to have 2 caregivers, and my son and myself were him. And like I said, my husband had to stay home and work and provide. But I've got to say thank you to God. No other way. It's His grace. It's His mercy. We were so blessed. And I just want to say this. I want to end with this. And I'm not putting pressure on anyone. But please consider organ donation. You don't know what a gift that is to the people on the other side. Because I do. I have my daughter. I didn't think I would. And I have my daughter. And I'm not trying to guilt anyone. I'm just saying, if you're considering it, please do. I'm going to be an organ donor. They can have anything they want. Kaitlyn's even an organ donor. She can't donate her donated organs, but she said anything else they could take. Because we know how precious it is. Sorry for crying, but it's such a gift. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it touched you. Share it. Let other people know. Let people see that it's not a bad thing. Let people know that there's a good outcome. She lost a lot of friends to this disease. She's got cystic fibrosis. She's lost a lot of friends to this. But luckily, we still have her. She lost a friend that had had a transplant exactly 2 years to the day before she did. And she passed away almost 2 years ago. We miss her dearly. But I still have my daughter, and I'm so, so thankful. So, please, don't forget to like, to subscribe, to comment down below and tell me what you think of this video. And please share it so other people can see how miraculous she is. Until next time, thank you for watching. Bye.